Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And it's basically going to be a lesson inspired by, well, I guess I can't really say even a video because I haven't seen the video yet, but just off of the title alone, the spirit jumped on me to say a few words on that, dealing with the title of the lesson that the elder Motb did, entitled, I think this is actually said by somebody, which was, I think it was UGMS cats are obsessed with the Motb or something along those lines. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? In fact, because that's one of the main for us to get out of here. So obviously, if you're actually tired of this condition, that needs to be satisfied before we can get delivered out of here. Of course, we're gonna be obsessed with that. Of course, any information that comes out on that, we're gonna jump on it. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna jump on it. We're gonna do lessons on it. Anything that looks like it's leading up to it, we're gonna get all up into it, because that's the right spirit to be in. The scriptures actually tell you, I believe in Ecclesiasticus, I want to say the 39th chapter or so, but one of those chapters, it talks about being occupied in prophecies, right? Giving your mind, to the law, to the prophecies, to the writings in the book. Ahead. All right. So that's exactly where your mind is supposed to be. As a watchman, first off, if you are appointed as a watchman, what do you think a watchman thinks about most of his day as he's up there watching? You think a watchman is distracted with everything else? No. Because you know that sometimes you could be lost in deep thought, so much so that something happens right in front of you and you don't even see it, right? You don't even realize, your mind is not on it because you're distracted. So as a watchman, you have to stay completely focused on what it is that you're looking out for. And that's why we're obsessed. And it's not just it's not just the Motb that we're obsessed with. We're obsessed with all the prophecies in the book. Okay? And you're supposed to be, especially the main ones concerning the times that we're living in. Because as we keep on emphasizing, when these prophecies come to pass, this isn't a small scale event, right? Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. That's worldwide. Revelation 3 and 10, the hour of temptation that should try the whole world. That's a worldwide event. That's not something that's like a one or two people kind of situation. This is a worldwide event. So a lot of people are gonna be affected by this. And you have the whole the Crown Vic situation, right? The Crown Vic situation that happened, and people were messed up over that, right? They shut down basketball games and sports and bars and clubs, and all activities were basically done, and that was over that. So how much more for a prophecy that's emphasized in the scriptures? So when you even look at the prophets of old, prophesying for years, what do you think they were talking about? You ever wondered why it is when you read maybe like the book of Jeremiah, or some of the writings of the prophets of old, it's kind of like this, they're saying the same thing over again. Like if you really look at the same message, they're given the one main message in so many different words and so many different ways as you read the various chapters. The book of Jeremiah has like 51 or so chapters in there, or maybe more. You think all those chapters with all the things that occurred in there happened over the span of one day? No. This is the span of Jeremiah's lifetime. So from a youth, he was prophesying, saying basically the same thing for all those years. You don't think people got tired of him? Got tired of hearing him say the same thing? Yo, get out of here with that. I forget which prophet it was. Might have been either Amos or yeah, I think it was Amos, but one of the prophets, he was prophesying, and he went to the northern kingdom. And when he went to prophesy over there in the northern kingdom, they told him, "Look, man, get your ass out of here. You know, don't bring that joint over here. Take that back over there. You know, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear all that."
Speed camera reported ahead.
So basically, that was the job of the prophets, to continue to prophesy, to be obsessed with prophecies, to speak on the same things over and over and over again. Okay, why is that? Because these are the things that are left to happen. So we're going to continuously talk about it over and over and over again, because that's what the Lord said. As a matter of fact, let's see if I have it other precept. Okay, I don't have it in here. But as a matter of fact, in Isaiah 62:6, the Lord said, "I have set up watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence." That's literally, so we're not supposed to keep silence. We would be doing a bad job. We would be endangering our well-being if we were to keep silent about these things. So when it says so if you really, if you're upset that we're always talking about, you know, this one prophecy, or, you know, everything is prophecy, we do like 10,000 videos a day on the same subject of this going on here, bringing out the same precepts, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Then maybe it's just not for you. You know, maybe that's why. Maybe it's just not for you. And if it's not for you, then you don't have to watch it. So whether you get upset about it or not, I mean, it is what it is. But that's what the Lord said. He set up watchmen, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. So we can't help but to prophesy, because that's the spirit the Lord has put on us. And whatever it is that the spirit is on us to prophesy about, that's what we're going to do. If you read the scriptures, the spirit of prophecy, you know, is one that cannot be refuted. It doesn't matter who you are. Once the spirit jumps on you, you know, you're going to say what the Lord wants you to say. And that's what we're doing. So the reason that we're out here saying these you know, the same things over again, more emphasis on the Motb, okay, the mark in Revelation 13, is because the Lord wants us to. It's because that's the spirit that the Lord has put on us, to continue to focus on that, because that's the next major prophecy that's about to unfold. And as we've said before, and I'll say it again, when that prophecy comes to pass, it's going to feel like we didn't speak about it enough. Okay? It's going to feel like we didn't speak about it enough, because of how major it's going to be, how impactful it's going to be. Okay? It's going to be a game changer. And that's why there's so much emphasis on it in the scriptures, because once the Motb comes out, you don't go back in reverse. The world doesn't go back to the way it was before it came out. And when I say come out, I mean when they implement it on a mass scale. All right, and they start to make it to where you don't have any other options but to deal with, you know, making transactions via this implant. Okay, because that's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna give you the option. The end goal is to make it to where you have no option but to deal with this form that they're trying to push on you. When that happens, there's gonna be no going back. Hard decisions are gonna need to be made. And when you make that decision, it's not a one-day thing. This is something that you need to have a resolution in your spirit, that, you know what, I'm not gonna take this thing no matter what. Because if you say I'm not going to take it, the first day they ask you, wherever it may be that they ask you, you know, they say, oh, Slack it, what's that say? All right, so they say, oh, you know, maybe your job tells you starting next week, you know, we're if anybody has direct deposit, or, you know, I don't even know if some jobs still send out checks, right? But if anybody has any of those, you know, you need to get up to the new standard, because now we're and this is just an example, right? Because now we're shifting everything to the new content. You need to now upgrade and switch to that, right? So when they say that, you say, you know, you devils can go to hell. Not taking that thing, okay? So the next week comes, you don't take it. They tell you, listen, we're gonna give you one more week. You're a real good worker. you know, we really like you, so we're gonna give you 1 more week to switch to this, or else, you know, it's really, we're not gonna be able to send you no payments, right? You're not following the policies we have, and we might just have to let you go. So the other week comes by, you say, hey, it is what it is, man. I'm good. That comes by, you don't take the Motb. Okay, cool. Maybe another week goes by. Maybe 2 weeks go by. Maybe now rent is due. You know, now you're thinking, okay, well, I mean, I don't have a job now because my job fired me because I didn't want to take this thing. And that's when the resolution comes in, right? Because that's when you now need to start thinking in your mind, oh shit, you know, eventually it's gonna start entering into people's minds. How long can I keep living like this? I don't have a job. Even if I had a bit of money, a lot of the stores don't accept this form of payment. So everywhere you go, it's an avenue for them to push this same agenda on you, just like they did with the Vanessa, right? Everywhere you went, they were telling you, they were pushing it. Everywhere you went to a hospital, you went to a baseball game, you went to a basketball game, everywhere, commercials, radio, TVs, billboards, buses, everywhere you went, this thing was being promoted and pushed left and right, left and right, left and right, right? So it's gonna be like that with the Motb. Every avenue is gonna be an avenue. Get your implant now, get your implant today, yada, yada, yada. And eventually people are gonna break. So when that hour of temptation comes, it's not just 1 hour where, you know, you're gonna be 1 hour, you just gotta say no and call it a day. The reason Yahushua said what? Endure unto the end. Yeah, things are gonna move fast, you know, once the Motb comes out. But it's still going to be a temptation for you to make a decision and stand by it. And that's where a lot of people are going to break, is standing by that decision. And we saw an example of that once again during this Crown Royale situation. People prior to it coming out, oh, I'm not taking that. The government is doing this. I don't give a damn. They ain't getting me. Yada, yada, yada. Guess what? They said you're going to lose your job. People started lining up quick, you know. They lined up quick, took that thing, no hesitation, you know, no hesitation, no problem, whatever it is, I got it. Rolled up the left arm, rolled up the left sleeve and the right sleeve, okay? And they took it quick. And then it was like, wait, what happened to I'm not gonna take it? Well, you know, you gotta use wisdom, you know, if you don't take it, you can't work. How you supposed to take care of your family? See how quick the mindset changed? And you think it's gonna be any different when the Motb comes out? No. So the hard part about that hour of temptation is gonna be sticking to the decision. A lot of people can, because that's where the actions come in. The talk is, no, I ain't gonna do it. The actions is actually standing firm and having faith in the Lord and staying with that. And that's where a lot of people are gonna break. So every time we see some news on this and we warn you and we tell you, hey, look, this is another step closer. Oh, this is going to lead to the Motb. Oh, and you know, you have certain people that are getting mad. You know why? Because you may have certain people that they listen. They may know they're Israelites, but every time some major event pops off, we go and tell them, oh yeah, this is leading to prophecy, but it ain't going to really get there until the Motb. They get pissed off. You know, they lose it. They're like, I'm tired of hearing y'all shit. Nothing ain't gonna pop up until the Motb. I'm tired of this shit. I'm sure you have people out there that are like that, you know. And in their mind, it's like, what? Why are you so, you know, caught up on this? Why can't nothing else happen? Because the Lord has set everything in a proper order. Remember, these are the prophecies of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. These are not your prophecies. These are not my prophecies. These are not our prophecies. Okay? The words that we speak are not ours. The word in the book are not ours. These come from the Lord. All right? These come from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We're speaking the words of the Lord. So they are the Lord's prophecies. What that means is the Lord determines what is going to happen before what, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, not us. So you get mad, you know, if you get mad because of the way the Lord arranged his prophecies, that's on you. We just give the Lord's message. Okay? And at the end of the day, guess what? The crown is going to come from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, not any man, woman, child, or animal. It's going to come from Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And in Isaiah, like I quoted earlier, Isaiah 62 and 6, I have set up watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, and we are those watchmen, the prophets. Okay, so what are we doing? We're upon the walls and we're watching. which shall never hold their peace day nor night. When you hold your peace, if somebody tells you to hold your peace, it means be quiet. Okay? Hold it in. Don't stop talking. But it says we're never going to hold our peace. So those are two key things right there, right? You're never going to hold your peace. That means you're always going to be speaking on something. And what is it that we're going to be speaking about? Well, what is it that prophets speak about? What is a prophet known for? Prophecies. How do you tell if a prophet is truly a prophet or not? I think that's in the book of Deuteronomy. If a prophet says something and it comes to pass, then you know that he's a prophet, he's sent of the Lord. And if it doesn't, then you know he ain't. So a prophet is known by the prophecies, by the things that they prophesy about, right? By the power that they come within. And so what are we going to be speaking on? We're going to be speaking on the prophecies in the book. And how often are we going to speak upon it? Well, it says we're never going to hold our peace day nor night. Okay? So we're always going to be prophesying. That's why you see lessons going up in the daytime. You see lessons going up in the afternoon. You see lessons going up in the nighttime. Lessons are always going up. The second, look, if tomorrow we had breaking news, a brother maybe uploaded a clip, a news clip, posted an article, did a video on something, but you have breaking news that says, I don't know, half of the United States is planning to, and I'm just giving these as examples, right? Is planning to implement, you know, some cash contactless yada yada through the form of a CHIP, and they're looking for by the end of the year to have this done and have this in place for at least half of the US or something like that, right? They just give some example, something like that. Guess what? You're gonna see a swarm of videos on the same, it's gonna be the same article, it's gonna be the same information, but there's gonna be a swarm of videos. Everybody's gonna jump on it. Okay, we're gonna do lessons left and right. Okay, we might do multiple lessons, but we're gonna do lessons on top of lessons, lessons within lessons, lessons besides lessons. Okay, lessons left, right, up, down, all around town. And that, all you're gonna see is whatever the title is. You know, maybe it'll be Motb, maybe it'll be CHIP, maybe it'll be the time is here, maybe it'll be look at that, maybe whatever it is, maybe it'll be the name of the article. But you're gonna see lessons on the same thing because we're all in the same spirit. We're like clones, all right, in righteousness. So if our job, if the prototype, right, because let's say the prototype is Yahushua, right, the job is, okay, this is your job as a prophet. When you measure the times diligently, you see this news, you see this happening, speak on it, right? So that is the core, and we are in the same body. So guess what? The same reaction that you're gonna have, I'm gonna have. The next brother's gonna have it. We're all gonna be excited, and we all gonna speak on it. Because if you wanna understand what Jeremiah was saying when he said that he at one point he said he wasn't gonna speak the word of the Lord, but then it was like a fire within him, and he couldn't help but to speak the word of the Lord. Try seeing some I mean pure solid evidence of some major prophecy, and try, if you truly have the spirit of a prophet, try not speaking on it. You know, you say I see this here, but I'm gonna speak on it. You know, I'm just gonna look at it. See if that's a light thing to do. You're gonna find out right then and there that nah, it ain't like that. It's almost like a urge. You know, the second you see that breaking news, you see it's like an urge within you. You're like, yo, where the either where's the chat at, or where's the camera at, or where's the YouTube app at, so I can put this out there. It's like an uncontrollable urge within you. And especially if you're like in a vicinity where you can't do a lesson, you know, you feel that burn, like, damn man, I can't wait to like get home, or I can't wait to get out of here so I can just, you know, do a lesson on this, so I can bring it out. You know, there's an actual feeling that you get of wanting to just speak on it. You know, and it's just within you. That's the spirit the Lord put within us. See, so it ain't really up to us. We've been programmed that way, so that whenever these events come out, we're just like this alarm clock. We're like this alert. You know, this notification signal that always goes out. Hey, this is coming out. Hey, this is what's going on. Hey, this is happening here. It's going to lead to this. Hey, this. Hey, that. Hey, this. And people might not see the value of that now, but as these prophecies start ramping up, you know, and things start getting more intense, they're gonna be looking. They're gonna be looking. Just like when the Crown Vicky happened, people were looking. Them view counts on your videos started skyrocketing because now people were like, "Yo, shit, I'm trying to hear." You know, everybody has information on this and what's going on. Like, people are saying that, you know, the Bible, what's happening here, right? Everybody wants to know then. So once again, like now, when things are like somewhat regular, it's like, yeah, we're tired of hearing this. But let's say it pop off. Okay, let's say a major pop off that hits close to home and see how many people will be looking for, yeah, you don't got nothing to say about that? You know, the Bible don't say nothing about that? Like, what's going on? Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, like I keep quoting Isaiah 62:6, the Lord said he set us up as watchmen. And we're not supposed to hold our peace. Okay? Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Okay? And make his ears heavy. That's what we're doing. We're making the ears of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai heavy until he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth again. You know, so yeah, we excited, man. We excited and we can't wait for these prophecies to come to pass. And we're gonna keep talking about it. And we're gonna stay obsessed with it. Because guess what? We're this close. This is something that the disciples over thousands of years ago were hoping would happen in their time. You know, hoping that the Lord would you know, make his return, bring back the kingdom, deliver us from the hands of our enemies right then and there. Okay, but that wasn't the time. And after all those years have gone by, now is the time. We're finally here. You know, we're finally here. So yeah, we're gonna go our hardest, man. And it also tells you in the book of Ezekiel, because you always gotta give that warning. So it feels like you may have said it a million times, at least for those that have been watching, but there are always new people that are coming across. That's why the Lord has us out here for so long. There are always new people that come across that may just have watched your video for the first time. And then they hear you mention that, whoa, MOT, what's the MOTB? What is that? They may type that in YouTube and they may see a lesson, oh, the MOTB is actually this, and this is what it is, and there's you know, when it comes out, don't do this. That may have been your 120th video on the MOTB, but to somebody that's new, that may have been the first video that they've ever seen on it. You know, at least you, or from the Israelites. And then they, wow, okay. And then they know. So that's why it's important. It may be repetitive. It may sound like the same thing over and over and over again, but that's our job. Okay, that's our job. Go read about the prophets of old. They prophesied for years about the same thing over and over and over again. As it says in Ezekiel, the third chapter, right? If you don't warn, right, when thou seest, you know, so warn them not to take the MOTB. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna end it here. Jesus, honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakudah. Until next time, Shalom.